Alright, well here we are doing stuff from today's lesson. I'm going to start with the BB King, because it'll be more fresh on my mind. So just generally outlining what we're doing. We're in C minor pentatonic, and the song's very much a minor blues, which for once it's that linear, like we saw in the Freddie King song, which was C sharp. We saw him making minor pentatonic stuff work, even though it's in a major key, but right now it's just straight up minor, minor, minor. And that's why we see him playing just pentatonic. It's more when he switches to a major key that we'll see him featuring tones other than the traditional fingerings. This is just really what sounds like a blues. Cool. So how did it start? Alright, so it's like no, and a little teeny bend on our, and thumb over top. Then we go. We got a shit ton of vibrato, as discussed. It's like the super tremor in your hand, mostly side to side. A tiny eighth of a step worth of up and down occurs if you do it that much, and that should be able to, like, duplicating his vibrato. Probably not doable with one practice session. Getting vibrato, totally doable. Otherwise, try to copy him. So there we go. We were just like, and then he says, so now he goes up to BB box, where he's going to spend a lot of time. He goes, and that's got that same theme from last week of going. So there we are. Now we're going to spend a lot of time playing exactly those four notes as advertised. So he goes, and then I believe we're about to get our tasty. Alright, sections. Those are two sections. Please work on that before you move on. Pause. And that's what we talked about. It makes sense that that's a good bend note, even though it's under your first finger, because it's the far side of the pentatonic one. We're always bending there, so it makes sense we can bend on both sides of pentatonic 2/BB box. So there we go. Then he goes, just a little teeny amount of bend on the index finger. So there's the whole section that's on the BB box. We had the boom, boom, wing, wing. Cool. And I would just stop and work on that, even though the next thing's part of the same riff. So after we go back to pentatonic 1 and we go. There. I'm just recording a video for my last student here. I'm talking to myself. That's what I'm doing. Cool. So there it is. We went. So we hear him using those two notes right there, and the amount of attack differs, but we get this like that. So down, up, down, up. That makes. Excuse me. We love it. We get some vibrato on that one, so just do that. And he does something incredibly similar. So yeah. And that's when I wrote ×2. Anyway, it goes like boom ba beat a boom 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 ba beat a boom. And then we get our. Oh, sorry. And there's our, I'm sorry. Yeah, totally. And that's just really fast. It almost sounds like, but it's, there we go. And that's where we left off, was with our, he's just like the highest note we have on our acoustic. That's awesome. I'm gonna try the whole thing once for funsies. So there's that. Maybe make a note of where you are in your counter on the video. Sunshine, super straightforward. We're playing power chords. We talked about how we're going to drape our first finger across the high strings. So we get note, 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 click, click. And we're just going. And that's the tritone devil's interval. So that whole thing's going to be down, 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 until down, up, down, which isn't the most important detail, but the down up there. So there's some videos of this where he goes like, and does like here, but most people just do it here. There's really no extra points for that, or doing it all weird. He's fully playing exactly what we just did, or that's the quintessential way to play it. Cool. And that's our verse. And like we talked about, just doing this part more slowly, and ignore that when you're doing it full speed, decisively, it won't really be there as much. And or it's just one of those things that if you fixate on it, it'll jump out at you. Chorus. And I was just picking up here for funsies. We're playing normal down here. So there it is. That's the entirety of Sunshine of Your Love. I'm pretty sure that there's nothing else that happens in the song structurally. There's no bridge or anything. It is all one of those two sections. And I bet that if we went and listened to the solo, that we would probably find a lot of commonalities with the Freddie King and the BB King stuff. Because that's how these guys do. Alright, wonderful. Thanks for bringing that in. Cheers.